What's up guys, and welcome back to Tech Plant. Today we're going to talk about the plant that I've wanted for so many years, and that is the Monstera obliqua. Let's check it out.
Alright, so a little backstory on this obliqua node. I ordered this from somebody off of a Facebook group back in December, and I asked them to kind of hold on to it for a while because it's a little dangerous to ship to Wisconsin. But lo and behold, they happen to live in Texas, and they went through that huge crisis, and my node was sitting in their freezing house. However, the seller did a great job of keeping it alive and getting it to me safe right around March 10th. Now, that brings us to March 11th. I had this grandiose plan to make a perfect bin just for the node to sit in all by itself. I lined the bottom with leca, added some sphagnum moss and perlite, and set it in there and had it ready to go. Now, I did think this was going to be a one and done, easy peasy, lemon squeezy node fully propagated, seeing how it already started to look like it had new growth and a little root popping out. But little did I know this was going to take forever. Now, skipping ahead almost an entire month, you can see pretty much nothing has happened. At this point, panic was setting in. I was freaking out. I was messaging everybody I know asking, is this normal? Is this normal? Please tell me it's normal. And it turned out, yeah, it is. These are actually very slow. Skipping ahead 13 days to April 20th, somewhere in between there, I panicked, took it out of its original bin, and threw it in a smaller bin. I'm under the impression that bins are almost like fish tanks, and you need to get that right microfauna in there to make things work well. A cycled prop bin is a good prop bin. Skipping ahead to May 12th, we are at almost 2 exact months since I originally got this node, and it is really growing quite fast. At this point though, the leaf is actually getting quite long and getting prepared to unfurl, so I can't wait to see that. That's going to be a really awesome reveal. We also have some really good root growth, and if you look at the actual node, we don't have any rotting or yellowing yet. It's still quite healthy. I really think changing bins was a great choice. Skipping ahead to May 29th, I did have to move this out of its original bin because it was too short, and the unfurled leaf was hitting the top. This is some super exciting news. It's got its first leaf, it's unfurled, it's got the frilly sides, and it is definitely obliqua. I'm amazed by this, I'm excited by this, and I'm super happy that it didn't die. Right now I do have it in a bin that already has other plants, but there's plenty of space, and again, it's kind of a cycled bin, so I think it has the microfauna that we need. So hopefully that theory is still correct and it continues to grow well. Alright, we are at June 12th, almost 3 exact months from the arrival of this node, and I think it's about time to repot it. I think it's had a long enough time to sit in here, grow its leaf, get enough energy, and get some roots. Upon doing some much closer inspection, now that I'm solid on this node and know it's going to make it, I can see that the original node is starting to yellow, which is no big deal. It's kind of used up its energy and it's ready to get rid of it. The cool thing was the original roots that did come out came out of the new growth and not out of the old node, meaning that thing could have rotted off at any time and my new growth would have been totally fine and had roots already. I'm going to put this in some actual potting mix at this point. It's going to be a mix of perlite, bark, sphagnum moss, a little soil, and even some cocoa coir just to get a really airy, nice mix that can still stay pretty moist. I'm sorry I didn't actually film me sticking it in the pot with the substrate. I kind of screwed that up, but I just buried the node ever so slightly in the substrate in a plastic pot. And now skipping to June 28th, the most recent footage I have of this, we have a second leaf coming out, super excited. Even though the first leaf is looking a little sickly, I tried reducing the light and increasing fertilizer, and we'll see how that works for the second one. I'm really excited about this plant though. I'm excited the obliqua survived. It was a total gamble, but it was kind of worth it. A little scary, took way too long, but in the end, I'm super excited because I have my dream plant.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. The little obliqua is moving along, still growing very slowly, but hopefully as I figure out what it needs and wants, I can get that to accelerate. And I hope I can really get this thing going so I can get some of those runners or other nodes in my future shop for really cheap. I don't think there's any reason to make this more expensive than any other plant, so do look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed seeing this cool little node and cool little story, and as always, may your plants grow strong and healthy. I'll see you next time.